Well, my diamond of the whole tournament was their win over the All Blacks against all the odds. Like, if we think about it, they hadn't played, they'd been told, South Africa couldn't come because they didn't have enough prep time. I think it was like 26 people in their squad had COVID 2 months before they even got together as a team. Players and staff were in hotel rooms, spending time away from their families to avoid getting COVID or just to be in bubbles. It was just a mammoth effort. I thought the result from that game against the All Blacks is the best in the history of their rugby union.
Just quickly, sometimes we talk about fractions in teams. Do you reckon there might have been, like, the people that had COVID were a bit, turned their noses down at the people that didn't have COVID?
WhatsApp groups.
You guys didn't get it. You think you're better than us?
So a little quick insight, I saw Mario Desmond during the week, and he's still yet to determine who the host is. It's something he wants to do.
Who's patient zero?
They can't work out who patient zero is. So teams always want to find out who patient zero is.
They won't play this weekend.
I'm going to be too scared to go after Pablo Matera. Go over to go, no, I'm all right.
They don't respect me.
I play for my country. Speaking of, I'm going to go back to that first game of our international season between Australia and New Zealand, Wellington. One of the most engaging, incredibly gripping test matches I can remember seeing, coming down to that last shot at the post from Hodgie.
Yeah.
Just caught the paintwork, but man, oh man, what a game. And they got us rolling for the whole Tri-Nations and Bledisloe.
And how things could have been so different from 5 centimetres hitting the crossbar. And
I think everyone was out of their seats at that moment.
It
seemed like that kick, I mean, it was a long way out, but it seemed like that kick was in the air for a hell of a long time because we're just like waiting for it. And then, bing, like nearly knocked that post over.
Lou, what do you got?
I like the fact we saw a lot of the good Wallaby backs that are quite young get a chance. I know you'll say it's not a development team, but I like the fact that there was something to like about a few of them. And I feel like if we just had Tamua and O'Connor for this back end of the tournament too, without being injured, that would have made a big difference.
Absolutely. I mean, I think there's a lot to like, and there's a bright future on the horizon. I think sometimes we hide behind the 4-year cycle, World Cup cycle, and forgive us for these results until because we're working towards France in 2023. We're not a development team; we're a national team. So it doesn't matter. Like it's great that we've got youth coming through, but it doesn't matter what age they are. That's like if they're wearing the jerseys, it's because they're the best, and that's what these guys are. They're the best available to the country right now with the situation in terms of selection. So they've got to go out there and perform to how they want to perform. Like, don't get me wrong. It's not our expectations aren't any greater than the ones that they would put on themselves. But I just think we missed a great opportunity to try and claim that Tri-Nations trophy by the draw against Argentina a couple of weeks ago. And youth can't be an excuse for us moving forward.
My last rock, very quickly, is no more test matches between Australia and New Zealand in Sydney. Can them, scrap them, throw them in the bin, take them. I don't care if they're
Brisbane,
Adelaide,
Perth,
Darwin.
Adelaide,
I'll go to Darwin for the weekend. Cairns, no dramas. Just no more Sydney,
Byron,
please.
And Myra,
Noosa.
South Africa, not making the trip out. Imagine how
the
Tri-Nations are good, and I think it was great we could get this international event going during COVID times. But can you imagine?
The way it was going to run this year, it would have been. It's
like a festival.
Festivus for the rest of us.
And Argentina have proven it could have been done, but South Africa, they chose otherwise. And initially, as it's gone on longer, the more and more I've sort of looked at how Argentina have gone through the tough times and thought, it could have been done, it should have been done.